guys, welcome back to my channel. So, people wear glasses, and unfortunately it's a little harder sometimes, I feel, to wear makeup or feel like you can accentuate certain things. You know, I know a lot of people that have frames that are a bit wider, so it kind of covers more eyes, and also their lenses make their eyes more magnified and kind of distorted, and you kind of don't want to put tons and tons of makeup on your eyes when your glasses are kind of doing that. So I have some other tips and tricks of what to do for if you wear glasses for makeup and other things to accentuate. So this is just kind of my idea of what I do when I have glasses. It's not all the time, but sometimes I do feel like wearing my glasses kind of completes my look a little bit better depending on what it is. So I definitely think for people that do wear glasses all the time and can't wear contacts or whatever else, this is a great help for you guys. And also for those of you like me that only wear their glasses sometimes, this is a great alternative to some makeup tips. So if you want to see what I do, keep watching. Because people get a bit more oilier because they do have, you know, frames on their face and everything, I'm going to be using Lorax Oil-Free Neutralizer. This is going to help neutralize any oil that's going to come, especially with me because I am oily. But even when I'm a bit drier in the winter, I still feel like I get a bit oily over here. So this will be really good for that. Also, this will help combat any redness I have in my skin or discoloration as well. Okay, because I do a lot of self-tanning, I'm going to be using two foundations just to get the right tone for my skin because I don't tan on my face because I wash it a lot, so it's kind of no point. But I'm going to be using Revlon's Color Stay. And these are my two colors. The lightest one is in 2, and the other one I have is in 23. So a bit of a difference. I'm going to be mixing these together to get the color that I want. I think it's really important when you're wearing glasses to make sure your complexion is absolutely flawless. I know foundation can't cover up texture, but try to cover up any blemishes if possible because your eyes are going to be more concealed even if you have bigger framed glasses. So it's always important to make sure that because your eyes might be behind those lenses, or you know, if it's sunny out and you can't really see your eyes because there's a glare, what's next? The people are going to look at your face. So make sure that everything is very blended and very, very flawless. Because I know that oil builds up along the bridge of the nose, your makeup might get a little bit, you know, more messed up right there because the glasses are on there, or even right here where the frames hits our cheek. Depending on what type of skin and how your skin reacts, it really depends on that because for me, if I apply a bit more makeup, it actually works better than applying less. I know that's kind of backwards, but it also looks really weird if I have like a lot of foundation everywhere else and then just like very little bit here, you know, if I take my glasses off. So find what works for you, honestly, because it's really going to change from person to person. Some people can actually handle more makeup on their face than other people. Me, I have very oily skin, but my face can really hold that makeup. So do what works best for you. To continue with a flawless foundation, I'm going to be using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this is an NW15. And this is just going to help me even more with my blemishes and dark circles, anything that the foundation didn't cover up. So I'm just going to keep on going. And because the bottom parts of my eyes can obviously be seen more than the tops, I do want to make sure that everything is very evenly colored and everything is concealed that needs concealing. This step is a definite necessity. To set everything that kind of went on and make sure all our oil is under control, I'm going to be using Rimmel Stay Matte Setting Powder. This is translucent, so it's great. Any setting powder will really work, so just make sure you set everything. Now, if you're like me, I also like using pressed powders on top of that, just because I feel like it gives an added bonus. Like I have the setting powder and now I'm having my pressed powder. I don't know, that's just what I like because I also like a higher foundation coverage. So I'm going to be going in with my NARS pressed powder, and this is in light 3. So I'm going to go in and concentrate also where I get oily the most, and this is a matte powder. I don't want anything shimmery or light reflective because our lenses are already going to be light reflective, so I feel like if the skin is too light reflective too, it's just going to be a lot going on. The overall face, I think you should definitely stay matte. Okay, now eyebrows. I always like to do a stronger type of eyebrow, so that's completely up to you. I think with glasses, I think that having, you know, a nice strong brow is important, but do whatever you want to do. I'm just going to typically do what I always do, and for that I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow palette. I'm going to be using the Golden Blonde mostly. I'm also going to be using the eyebrow pencil, the Eyebrow Wiz in Ash Blonde, as well as the eyebrow pen in the Universal Light color. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing, so once I'm done, I'll be right back. Okay, so for my overall lid color, I'm going to go back in with NARS. It's my skin tone, so I don't want it to look like I'm having too much on my eyes. That's why I'm going in with it. So I'm going to apply that everywhere on my lid. So for the colors I'm going to be using, they're going to be really neutral, nothing too harsh at all. I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Naked palette, and I don't want to do too many colors like I said. So I'm going to start off with using Naked, this color, and that's going to be my crease color. It's going to be very natural, nothing too heavy, and just give my eye a bit more shape. I don't want it, you know, too flat. So that's what I'm kind of doing here, just adding more shape to it. I'm not putting too much on, and I'm just blending it out as much as possible so it's not too harsh and it just looks really natural. Alright, next I'm going to go in with Virgin, this light color right here. Now this is going to be really nice because it's going to open up the eye. My eyes are a bit closer together too, so that's what helps. So I'm just going to apply that on the inner corner and just blend it out. Not going all the way too much. And definitely making sure it's right on the inner part of your tear duct. And for the bottom, I definitely think it's good to have something on the bottom if you're going to have anything on the top because you don't want to look too tired. So I'm just going to go in with Buck right here and just start on the outer corner and work my way in, not going too much, just having a nice gradient effect. I don't want it to be too heavy or too raccoon-like. And then go back in with Virgin and bring that down a bit to blend that in. Okay, I think a nice wing eyeliner goes with any look, and I think it definitely looks great with glasses. So I'm going to be taking my Maybelline in Blackest Black gel liner, and I'm just going to define my eyes even more with this. This is also great for any type of eye shape, to really just bring that out. The reason why I chose a gel liner, not a liquid liner, is because gel liners can sometimes look, you know, a lot more matte, and liquid liners definitely have that wet look, and I don't want that because it's just more light reflective. The Maybelline is great because it is matte and it just looks really nice. So that's why I chose to stick with these type of liners. Alright, eyelashes are very important. I wouldn't recommend using fake lashes unless that's what you want to do. I wouldn't make them too heavy, just more natural. But make sure you curl them. I have worn glasses so many times where my eyelashes are just hitting the frame. It's so uncomfortable, so make sure you curl them. And what I like to do is not have too crazy of eyelashes, but just mostly long lashes. I think that just looks really nice. I don't want anything too thick, but really long. So I'm going to be using my Too Faced Better Than Fake Lashes. These are going to be great because it's going to add so much length and not get too clumpy or anything. Okay, now I'm going to apply this little like dust thingies to the eyes, and I'll show you how it just lengthens your lashes. And now I'm going back in with my mascara. Okay, so for on my waterline, to even brighten up more, I'm going to be going in with NYX Milk pencil. This is really great. It's a really great eye opener. Okay, so for the rest of my face, bronzer is definitely a necessity. Great for contouring. You already have your glasses on. Again, we're focusing on the face. I think it's just a really nice bonus and a necessity. So I'm going to be using my Inglot's Freedom System, and this is the pressed powder in 31. It is matte, so I recommend staying with matte still. So I'm going to really contour my cheeks, my jawline, and everywhere else that I see. Now you don't need a lot with this if you ever use Inglot. I just tapped it, and I'm just going to start with placing it right where I want it, and I'll blend it after I place it. So just kind of like that. Now you're really going to go in and blend it. I just might bring in my bigger brush to do this, my Eco Tools, because this is really good at buffing it. I mean, I do want the contour pretty drastic. Do the contour however you see fit, but I'm doing it how I really like it. For blush, I'm going to go in with MAC Peaches. Again, this is a matte blush. And this will just help the face even more with all the contour and the color. It'll just look really nice. Now I am putting it on a bit heavy. I'm going to blend it out a little bit. Okay, this is where it really gets fun. Because you do have glasses on, because you're not going to make your eyes pop as much as maybe you'd like, I definitely recommend popping out your lip. I think that is great to wear with glasses. It just gives you a more just confident look. I just think it looks amazing. And also, if you're not comfortable wearing that strong of color, this is the great time to do it. You have the glasses on, what else do you have to lose? They're also kind of like your little shields, to protect you if you're embarrassed, I find. So I think it's great to use a pop of color. I'm going to be using a lot, and this is by Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics, and this is Anime. It is very vivid. I love this color. I'm going to go over my lips a little bit with my brush. I don't find that I need a lip liner with this because it's so pigmented. I am going to be using a lip brush though. I'm just using like a tiny amount to start off. Because these are so pigmented and they do kind of stain, be careful if you use any strong color, but definitely Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. Okay, so you could stop there if that's what you wanted to do. I love the way this looks, but I want to stick with the whole matte theme, so I am going to matte this down. I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever HD setting powder, and the reason why I'm doing this is, one, I love a strong, bold lip that's matte, but also it just lasts so much longer. So I'm just dabbing it lightly. And what's nice is that the color stays just as vivid. Okay, so the last step you have to do is put on your glasses. And just like that. So that's my version of makeup with glasses. I think a vivid, strong lip is really key. A flawless face, really contoured, is great. With the eyes, I really didn't do much. I made sure that they're very opened up with using, a white liner on my waterline. I made sure that my liner was really bold. So that's kind of my goal and my tip to you guys that have glasses. Whether it be just an occasion or if you do have to wear them all the time, these are just some tips. Don't be afraid to use color in your eyes. Don't be afraid to do a smoky eye either. This is just what I recommend, you know, if you really just want to stand out and really draw attention, and make sure that your glasses don't get in the way of that, you know. I feel like wearing this, my eyes definitely have, you know, a nice liner. They're just very open, but the attention is on my lips and on my contour and face. So that's all. I hope you guys liked it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did, and leave a comment down below on maybe what you do and what are your tips and tricks for wearing makeup with glasses. And don't forget to subscribe. Until my next video. Bye!